Welcome. This is the February 2025 monthly update from Flying Pig Games. In this update, we're going to cover a lot of different topics, including our upcoming Kickstarter for Broken Logic, which is the long-awaited expansion for the Long Road. This Kickstarter will launch on Tuesday, February 11th, so it's just in a couple days. I have the pre-launch page in the description below, so make sure you follow that so you can be notified as soon as it launches. In addition to talking about an upcoming Kickstarter, we'll talk about the Kickstarter we just finished for the reprint of Old School Tactical Volume 1 2nd Edition and for the Stalingrad expansion. I'll give you guys some Pledge Manager updates. We'll talk about channel updates, and I'll give you an exciting channel schedule for the YouTube channel coming up. I'm going to talk about some convention information with a really exciting soft launch of a new game that we have coming out with a very exciting collaboration. And then I'm also going to give you guys some printing updates for some of the Kickstarters that we've done recently. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Okay, so first up, let's talk about some channel updates. Last month, we saw an increase of 129 subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you guys for subscribing. Our upcoming YouTube schedule, the first week of February, we released the Long Road playthrough part 3. That was last week. This is a playthrough I've been doing with my dad, who's the designer of the Long Road. This week is going to be the monthly update that you're watching right now for February. Next week on Monday, the 10th, I'm going to release the Broken Logic Kickstarter preview. Don't forget to follow that pre-launch page that's linked in the description below. I'm gonna walk you guys through the Kickstarter, what the different pledge levels are, what you get, and some of the cool stretch goals that we have available. The week after that, so February 18th, I'm gonna release the Long Road Part 4. This is the fourth installment of that Long Road playthrough that I did with my dad. So if you're interested in Broken Logic, I would recommend watching those Long Road playthroughs so that you can learn the system if you're not already familiar with it. And then the last week of February, very exciting, we're actually going to be at PrezCon in Charlottesville, and we're going to do a special playthrough with Herman Luttman. So we're going to be doing one of his designs. We're hoping that we're going to have a copy, the proof copy from the printer of Rock of Chickamauga by that time. And if we do have it by that time, I'm going to do a playthrough with the designer, Herman Luttman, at PrezCon, which is going to be really exciting. We've had a lot of requests for this playthrough. If for some reason the proof copy isn't in by that time, although we expect it to be, we'll definitely do a playthrough of A Most Fearful Sacrifice. So those are all of my updates for the channel. Next up, Pledge Managers. So the Pledge Managers for 65 and Rock of Chickamauga have been extended. We're doing this so that we can continue to accept pre-orders for those of you who we get requests for pre-orders all the time. This enables us to keep accepting those pre-orders and to give you guys plenty of time to complete your pledges. Don't forget that if you don't complete your pledge by the time it closes, we're not going to be able to ship you the game. So this happens often where people forget or something with their pledges, and then they wonder why their game didn't arrive, and that's because we need you to complete your pledge in order for your information to be sent out to fulfill your order. So please, it's very important that you complete your pledges. Okay, so for example, please go ahead and complete it sooner rather than later. For example, we have 49 people left to respond to their pledges for the Rock of Chickamauga. 49 people. If you're one of them, please go ahead and do that. And then we have 34 people left to complete their pledges for 65. Please go ahead and do that sooner rather than later so that you can get your game as soon as it starts shipping. The Pledge Manager for Stalingrad is going to open next Thursday, so 2/13, the day before Valentine's. It's going to be a really short Pledge Manager, probably a month, because the games are actually already on their way here. They're going to arrive in Miami. Stalingrad and Old School Tactical Volume 1 2nd Edition are going to arrive in Miami on March 4th. So, and then they're going to start shipping pretty soon after that. So that's going to be a really short Pledge Manager for Stalingrad. So for those of you who backed that reprint Kickstarter, make sure you jump on it so that you can get your games ASAP. All right, so speaking of Stalingrad, let's go ahead and start talking about our Kickstarter updates. So Stalingrad was a huge success. Thank you guys so much. We're so excited that we were able to reprint this for you guys. It is probably our most requested reprint, so we were excited to be able to do it. We plan to ship this in March. That date was accurate on the Kickstarter. I know numerous people asked, but that is an accurate ship date, is March 2025. The boat does arrive with these games in Miami on 3/4, so March 4th, unless something gets delayed, but that is the plan right now. And then they will go to Orlando, where Quartermaster is, and then Quartermaster will begin direct shipment to customers and fulfilling those games. Okay, and this also includes Old School Tactical Volume 1 Second Edition. This Kickstarter was funded in 13 minutes. That's awesome. Thank you guys. It was over 500% funded. That's awesome. I mean, it was a reprint Kickstarter. I think it's a testament to how popular this game was. For those of you who missed it, we ran this Kickstarter from January 16th, 2025 to January 30th, 2025. A reminder that the Pledge Manager is going to open on the 13th, and this was our 23rd successful Kickstarter as Flying Pig Games. Thank you. Okay, and our next Kickstarter that starts on Tuesday is going to be for Broken Logic. Please, please, please follow that link in the description below for the pre-launch page. This game is so exciting. It is the long-awaited expansion to The Long Road. The Long Road was designed by Mark H. Walker. It's a platoon-level game that takes place in 1985 World War III fictitious situation with a whole lot of awesome, exciting, creative, paranormal elements that are interwoven into this hex encounter military design. It is just super creative, and a testament to that creativity and awesomeness of the game is that it won the Best Sci-Fi Fantasy Game of 2022 from the Charles S. Roberts Awards. So we can back up some of those claims with that award. So Broken Logic is going to be the expansion to this. It's going to continue in the Dark War series and add in some new factions and some really exciting stuff. So if you're interested in learning more about Broken Logic, you can also read the description in the pre-launch page after you follow it. Or you can also check out the webpage we have up in the web store to learn more about Broken Logic. This is going to launch on Tuesday, February 11th. In honor of this, like I mentioned earlier, we did release a 4-part playthrough of The Long Road. So if you're interested in Broken Logic and The Long Road and you're not really familiar with how it plays, you can watch that playthrough of my dad and I playing it and learn how to play it that way. So this is going to be really exciting. Please follow that pre-launch page linked in the description below for Broken Logic, which is going to be releasing in just a few days on Kickstarter, February 11th, 2025. Thanks. Okay, let's move on to conventions. We've got some really exciting stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and start with the newest one. Tomorrow is SDHistCon, which is an online convention, and it's going to be, that's tomorrow, February 8th, 2025. If you're attending that, make sure you check out something really exciting that's happening. David Thompson, yes, the awesome designer David Thompson, will actually be showcasing the first public demo of a game that he and Trevor Benjamin have designed for us at Flying Pig Games. If you're attending this con, I would recommend going ahead and checking out that demo. It is just a really fun game. I've already played it a few times, really interesting concept, and we're really excited to be able to release that later this year, probably summer of this year. So he is going to be giving the first public demo of the game that he's designed for us here at Flying Pig Games. So please check that out if you're attending SDHistCon. I mentioned this last month, but I'm going to keep mentioning it until it comes. We're going to be attending and running numerous events at RiVir Con in March 21st to the 22nd. This is in the Richmond area. So if you're in the area, please check out this really cool con. Also, later this month, we're going to be at PresCon, which is in Charlottesville, Virginia. We're not going to be vendors. Unfortunately, there weren't enough spots left, but we will be there as patrons. And like I said earlier, we're going to be filming a playthrough video, hopefully of the Rock of Chickamauga. So if you're interested in that, check that out. We're going to be playing with Herman Lettman. And if you're just there and you want to come say hi, please say hi. We always love meeting you guys. All right, lastly, let's give some printing updates. Stalingrad and Old School Tactical Volume 1 Second Edition, they're on their way here. They're going to be in port in Miami on March 4th. We expect to start shipping those games in the middle of March of this year. The Rock of Chickamauga proof copy will be here any day from the printer. That's really exciting. For 65, we're putting on the finishing touches. All the scenarios have been tested, and the final rule book is being proofed. We hope to have it off to the printers super soon. So we're making good progress on all of those fronts, and it's really exciting. We can't wait for you guys to get these games. Thanks everybody for watching this monthly update for February 2025. Don't forget to follow the pre-launch page linked in the description below for Broken Logic, which is the long-awaited expansion for the Long Road. That's going to be releasing on Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.